Everybody, Michael here from Replica Airguns with yet another tabletop video review. Today we're looking at the A&K M1873R, so this is the R version. There's a few versions available, which you can actually see in the manual. I'll sort of show you that in a bit here, but there's a bunch of them. Very similar, they're all lever actions or lever action rifles, but some are going to be more compact, some are going to be more full length. I'll show you those in a sec. Now this gun is available in our Replica Airguns Canada store over at replicaairguns.ca. I'll put a link in the description to buy it. And I'm not sure exactly when the field test video is going to be because there is an issue with this gun. It is leaking. I tried putting some gas in it, some green gas in it, or actually propane, and it was leaking. There's definitely an issue that I need to take care of or potentially get a new version. So I won't be able to do that just yet, but I hope to down the road. So today we're going to look at specifications, details, pros and cons. Let's get right into the specifications. This is manufactured by A&K. Is a lever action 1873 mare's leg style airsoft gas rifle with more of a modern M-LOK sort of look to it. Has that M-LOK handguard and tactical and western mashup type thing going on. It uses 6mm plastic airsoft rounds. It is gas powered, so non-blowback. You're going to have to work the lever for every shot just like you would in a standard lever action cowboy rifle. It does use green gas or propane with its internal gas system reservoir. It is a single shot lever action operation, so you got to manually cycle that. It does have a real wood stock with metal receiver and barrel assembly, along with that M-LOK handguard on the front for whatever type of accessories you want to throw on there. You even have that Picatinny rail on the top, so you can really dial in what kind of look you want this gun to have. If you want to keep it simple or put a bunch of bling on there, that's totally up to you. It does have the enlarged lever or lever loop for glove-friendly operation. And it has an integrated lanyard ring sling hoop design. It does have a nice high quality brass butt plate, which enhances the overall looks for sure. And you're going to find an adjustable hop-up system. Now you do load the 25 rounds, very similar to how you would load a normal lever action rifle, just right in the side loading bay. You will need to use the included speed loader because that's going to make loading it way easier, obviously. Now you should get approximately 350 to 400 FPS when using .20 gram airsoft BBs, but that's going to vary on the temperature and of course the weight of your BBs. The weight of this rifle is 4.8 pounds or 2.18 kilograms, and the total length is 27.2 inches in length or 69 centimeters. The barrel length is 8 inches or 20.3 centimeters. Now in the box it does come with a MOK suppressor, a speed loader, the tools you're going to need, and a small bag of airsoft BBs, and of course the really simplified manual. Now this product is made in China. Let's show you what comes in the box, and I'll show you the box as well. So I'm going to show you this once. This is sort of the suppressor, I guess you'd call it, and it doesn't really do anything. It's just mainly for looks. Unfortunately, it has the orange on the front. Now, when you put it on, you just basically put it in here. And then one of the tools that comes with it is basically, it's a lot like just a normal washer. So if you lose that one, you could probably just use a coin or a washer. So you'd basically thread this on by turning that little barrel there, that orange, you can see it there, and you just tighten this up until it snugs up on there. Now, unfortunately, to put gas in it, oh, now we're stuck, okay. Unfortunately, to put gas in it, you will need to take it off because there's your gas valve right there, okay. So this has to come off every time you want to put gas in it. So you're going to have to keep that tool with you. It does look cool, for sure, right? Like nothing wrong with the way it looks. Doesn't really serve a purpose though. That's the thing. It's not really doing anything in terms of keeping things quiet. You can see here it's just a regular barrel all the way down there. It's not extending the barrel either because that's a much larger barrel than the 6mm airsoft BB barrel that's internal here. And again, there's no gas or anything in here, so there's no real advantage to this. Now this is the speed loader. It just pops right in here, okay? And you just load up your BBs, okay? So that's going to be a nice way to get your BBs in there, okay? You will need that for sure. You do get a small bag of airsoft BBs with it. And then here's your tools. So you've got some different Allen keys and whatnot for it. Yeah, I'm not sure what this little screw is for, but this is to extend your gas valve if you're, say you're using something that doesn't quite fit in there or is too bulky to get in there, you can extend that valve a little bit just to get in there a little easier. So it's nice that it comes with all of that. You also do get this very simple manual. It's just a one-pager. Okay, so don't point it in your face. Lots of don'ts here, but you can see here it's got some instructions on how to use it, how to put that little barrel on, that M-LOK suppressor, different things here. Here's the different versions of the gun, so if you want to freeze that and just take a look, we have this one right here. There's one that's designed not to have the actual barrel extension. That's probably the one I would get, to be honest, because I don't think I'd really use that, need to use that M-LOK suppressor. In my opinion, it doesn't really serve a purpose, but you have longer full-size versions, lever action rifle versions with full stocks as well. All right, let's do a quick walk around. It is a very nice looking rifle. So you have this M-LOK handguard on the front here, right? You have this Picatinny rail. Okay, there are no sights included, by the way, so you're gonna need something, or you're just gonna have to look down and shoot, and kind of adjust as you're shooting. Now this is the little area here where it's leaking. So I tried tightening it up, but you can maybe see in here there's some silicone or something. It's almost as if this was a return, and it's got a few scratches on it too. So when I got it, it already had this sort of, someone had tried siliconing this maybe to potentially stop a leak, but it seems to be, even when I tried tightening it, it seems to be stripped. So something's going on. I think this one might have been a return that kind of got sent to me for review. And that's probably the case here. So I'm pretty sure yours will be fine. You can see here I got a couple scratches in it too, right? So that's the wood stock. It's really quite nice. So you do have, you know, your typical trigger, lever action, right? So you can totally, it's all working bolts and everything in it. And everything loads up and operates essentially just like what you'd be used to. You have your sling mount here, ring, right? Quite a nice gun, all metal here. All of this is metal. So in terms of realism, it's really got a lot going on here. You could put just about anything on here, right? You could even put some sort of a bipod if you really wanted to on there. You can mount bipods to those little sling mounts, right? So that's an option. Probably not really practical with this one. You've got your AK 000038 serial number. Okay. M-LOK on the bottom as well. All right, so pretty nice gun. I mean, it's really nice. It's unfortunate that I can't do the field test review, at least right now at this point in time, but I do hope to do that. I think it's a very unique product, and I'd love to test it out for sure. All right, at this point, we're gonna do some pros and cons, and we'll wrap up this review. So I like the fact you don't have a lot of lever actions or lever action rifles, especially airsoft gas ones. And I've talked about lever action guns in the past. I own a 22, a Henry 22, and it's so much fun to shoot. And even like the old Daisy Red Riders or Marlin Cowboys, those BB style lever action rifles, spring powered, they're so much fun to shoot. You kind of have to slow things down a bit. You're not going to be shooting super fast, but it's still so much fun to shoot them. Just working that action, there's just something special about it. Now, it does have a nice classic look with real wood. It's got that brass butt plate, but then you have that modern M-LOK sort of utility stuff up front for more options. And it does have a pretty good weight to it, and the feel is nice. It doesn't feel cheap at all. It feels quite nice. It feels a lot like a real steel rifle would. And that top rail makes it easy to mount in optics, which you're gonna need since this doesn't come with any types of sights. It also has that 25 round internal mag, which keeps the outside profile clean. There's no big magazine hanging out. So it has a nice clean look. And if you're shooting this outside in the cold, it has that enlarged lever loop for either larger hands or just the fact that you can now wear gloves with it and keep your hands warm. And it has a metal sling lanyard ring for easy carry if you do wanna strap it up and hang it off your neck. And again, make sure you don't lose that speed loader because you're gonna need it, but it does make loading a lot quicker. You just throw that on there and you can pound some BBs in there really quick. And if you want to keep it even more compact, you don't have to put that compensator on there. It doesn't look super clean on the front without it, but it's definitely usable, and that compensator isn't necessary. So it's up to you if you want to put that on. All right, a few cons. That internal 25 round magazine does need the speed loader, in my opinion, to load it up. I don't know how you'd do it without it, but it would definitely be clumsy trying to load it without it. So don't lose that, especially if you're in the middle of a game. You're going to want to keep that handy. And the green gas performance in temperature sensitive situations, it's going to affect consistency for sure. So if you're playing outside in the cold, it's not going to have nearly as much power as if you're playing in the warm. And if you want a fast action shooter, this isn't going to be the one. It's not even double action. It's basically a single shot or similar to like a bolt action, but obviously this is a lever action. So you're gonna have to work that action for every shot, which will slow down follow-up shots for sure. And lastly, you're gonna need your own sights for this gun, whether it be a red dot or maybe some sort of iron sight mounted on top. I guess you could get away with that as well. All right, again, I want to mention this is available in our Canada Replica Airgun store over at replicairguns.ca. I'll put a link in the description. You can also buy other products in both our Canada and US Replica Airgun stores over at replicairguns.ca for Canada, replicairguns.us for the US, where we have air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, pellet guns, blank guns, and other accessories in both of those stores. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure to do so before you head out, and also check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, take care.